that the internet community is going to be the people that are the tech-savvy ones that can help us gather information and really construct the web page. If you have any technical internet knowledge, please sign up for that group. And we might as well just start putting up an group and coming up with what our needs are in this group so we can actually get started because it's a week away. So we need to be organized and ready. Check them out, photocopy them. The links are also available.
Hi. I've been following this since it started in New York. Glad to see it coming to Gainesville and getting us Waldonians in our country. But I've heard a lot that hit almost right at what I see the underlying thread that holds this together. And I know there's going to be separate groups to the state will probably take a minute or two to identify children. Corporate contributions to politics, agricultural policy, food policy, banking system, monetary system, all those are hitting right at the heart of it. Animal exploitation, pollution hits right at the heart of it, but a lot of the themes are also sort of subordinate themes of dominance and servitude. So through all these economics, as well as the themes of dominance and servitude and exploitation, to me so far has been tied together, though not always articulated, by the fact that since human communities, when communities produce beyond surplus, that surplus, when you put it back into production to take the yoke of necessity off your shoulders, that generically is called working assets. Capitalism is one formation of working assets. Land under feudalism, slavery, and in each of the threads that holds this all together is economic justice, so it can free our minds to raise to the whatever spiritual nature is possible. As long as our minds captured by the economic class indoctrinating us, our minds are free. But most directly economic justice. So it seems to me the theme here is that since working assets took the formation of primitive capital, monopoly capital, tycoon capital, national capital, global state capitalism, that in each of those formations it's dug its own grave diggers, but miraculously rearisen in some more distorted form. This, to me, appears as a historical juncture because casino capitalism is untenable, and the 99% is 99% know damn well that casino capitalism is a scam. Making money, moving money, the reintroduction of extreme usury, in other words, money, the control of capital, control of working assets, no longer in any way tied to production. That's the thing. But what I see working out is people trying to find an equitable way as people produce, create working assets, reinvest that in the community to lift the yoke of necessity off their shoulders, that justice be brought to bear in that arena. Until we try to see that as an underlying theme, all of these disparate but correct lines don't come together. Woo!
Hey everybody.
I just want to say, this is my girlfriend here.
Hello.
Who cares? She cares for animals. And I teach youthful offenders how to get back into society and turn their lives around. And one of the reasons why I'm here is because when I look at it, like the situation Sorrentino makes more in one episode of Jersey Shore than I will make in a decade. And I think this is a very, very sad sign of what our economy values more. You know, both she and I do concrete goods for society, and we get paid very, very little for it. Which brings me to my second point. I'm wondering if we could propose a second date for a rally or for some sort of organization, because we're also people who, if we miss work on a weekday, we don't get paid. That is how our economy works. So I'm wondering if we can just move it also. I mean, Wednesday, I know everybody has a lot planned, and I'm not trying to undo all the work that has been done. I hope that goes incredibly. But I'm wondering if we can also move it on a day where more people who work and on weekdays, who have the conventional work schedules, can also maybe get a chance to come and show solidarity. We'll still be here.
To occupy long term.
That's all we are.
So
you're not leaving.
We're not leaving.
Saturday. Okay. Well, I signed up in the library committee for me to work.
I know we've heard a lot of speakers, and I know that it takes patience to get an organization started and an organization moving. And I just wanted to put in my 2 cents, because I've been a local activist in Gainesville, and I know that it's fucking hard work to start and move along an organization. So just as part of my experience, guys, I want to share with you the fact that there's so many of us here that fucking kick ass. It's amazing. I'm personally However, please be reminded that we are in the midst of a great, uprising of the people, right? So we're all sort of drunk with this, like, this hype, right? Of the Occupy Wall Street, okay? And everybody comes out here because we feel a sense of something's got to change, something's going to change. However, be reminded that to sustain change, to sustain a movement and an organization, it's going to take some constant work and commitment from us. And I know, because I see, the first meeting of Students for Democratic Society, which I've been involved in at US, there's always like 50 kids eager to work, and it's amazing to see that. However, at the second meeting, we might have 25, at the third, we might have 20. That's how it works. Because it takes commitment, because it takes hard work to actually install institutions that will permanently change the way that our economic system is set up. And that's what we're trying to do, guys. We need to be committed. So it's just my reminder as a local activist that to change an institution and to really build an organization that's sustainable, if we truly want to change society, and we're the freaking 99%, we're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So we should be committed to the cause. Do not forget next week. Think, oh well, that was over. It was just another media hype, all of the different movements, because we keep watching the television and the commercials here and the commercials there, and we forget because the news is over and now it's the next day. If this is going to be Occupy Gainesville, if this is going to be the start of something new for our community, and hopefully for the larger United States, and hopefully for the larger world, let's commit ourselves to really do it.
I want to make a suggestion, something that I think we've all noticed when we saw the Middle Eastern uprisings, was one of the key fundamental strengths that they had, is they had a central location which they formed on. We need a Tahrir Square, so to speak. Permanence, I think it would be something that would help our cause, somewhere where people would recognize it as a rallying place. As you guys have suggested. But I think permanence is something we should keep in mind. I mean, we need to remind the people upstairs that we are here and we're going to keep coming back. And I know with work and schedules and all that, it's very difficult for a large group of people. But if we can keep trying to upkeep a presence somewhere, that means that whenever you've got free time, if you can, go over there and shake the fist a little bit, I think that counts for something. So,